Alright, what is up guys? Cobra29 is back with a brand new video. Today we are finishing up our Fall Guys game, part 6. Let's get right into the video. No long intro today. So today we are going to be doing an announcement, like a qualifying thing. We're going to fix the coins and crowns. And lastly, I'm going to show you how you can add your own maps to your Fall Guys game. So let's get right into it. So the first thing, I'm going to actually delete this because I have it for you guys. Go into the link in the description, last kit of the game. It's called Announcements, okay? So you can click that. And all this is a GUI. You're just going to put it down and just start a GUI, okay? And then that's all you need to do. Inside of replicated storage, insert a string value. And once I find it, there we go. We can call it announcements, okay? Spell it exactly like this or else it's not going to work, okay? Alright, perfect. So that's literally all you need to do for that. And now let's get right into the second thing, which is fixing the crowns and the coins. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not quite it. We have to, so the announcements is just going to have a little text up in the top of the game that shows what the players are doing and stuff like that. So in our round handling script, right where we have, if number of players is greater than 3, then players in game, all this stuff, we can say, game, actually, let's just go ahead and define a variable up here where we have wait 3. Let's drop a couple lines and say local announcements equals game dot replicated storage colon wait for child announcements, and we can say announcements dot value equals game starting soon. Nope, like that, okay? And then after this wait 15, we can do the same exact thing and say announcements dot value equals let's just say game in progress. Okay, and then we can scroll way down to the bottom of our script, our very long script, and where it says else wait point 1, we're gonna say announcements dot value equals, and then we can say number of players dot dot out of 2. And then we can also have some quotation marks here, right, and then dot dot, and we can say, oh, what's it called? Not qualifying, it's populating, I think. I could be wrong. But if it's populating, do that, otherwise just do something else. So populating that. And then another thing we want to do is come into our qualified GUI. I forgot something, sorry about that. And in our, wrong thing, our shop, we have, no, not our shop. What am I talking about? Announcements. The new thing we added today. We have a text label and a local script. We're going to right here. My bad. Don't do what I just did. Okay, so outside of this if statement, we can say while wait point 1 do, and then put an end down here, and then we can like text, and so this is gonna every second it's going to change the text of this to whatever the announcement is, okay? Perfect. So that should work well, and now we have to fix the coins, okay? So the crowns work fine. I shouldn't have said that earlier. It's the coins that we need to fix, okay? So where we have this round 2 and we say if v colon find first child in game v dot later stats dot coins, this will not work because the thing is they have already gotten rid of their in-game tag at that point, okay? So let's copy this line of code right here. Hit Control-C to copy this whole line, not the if statement, just what's inside of it. And we're going to get rid of all this. Sorry, my voice went out. Okay. And we're going to do the same thing down here before round 3. We're going to get rid of this if statement because we've already copied this line, so we don't even need that. Okay, and we're going to go into our eliminate script, all right? So where we have this right here, if they find the in-game tag, then we know that they were still in the game. So in that part right here where we say if v colon find first child in game, then v dot in game colon destroy, we can paste that line. So one more thing for the coins is I realize this is going to give it to the person who is eliminated because this is inside of the if statement if they are eliminated. So in our eliminate module script, let's go ahead and take this whole line of code that we have for the adding the coins, delete it here, and paste it down here in the else if not, okay? Where it says v.qualified::destroy, paste it there, okay? Alright, one last thing. I apologize for all the edits in this video, but I just do want to make sure that your Fall Guys game works just as it should. This line that we just did, go ahead and copy this right here, the v.leaderstats.coins. Copy it, and don't do it here, but paste it outside of this little if statement, because in the second round we don't have qualified. We only have the people who are eliminated, right? So go ahead and paste it there, and that should. One last thing I would suggest you do is inside of our round handling in our eliminate script, where we have the function module qualified, that where it says wait 5, change it to a higher number like 10. Yes, the players are going to wait some time, but that way we don't have any glitches. And that's all we need to do. So let me just comment out, change to amount of coins to give at end of round. Obviously, the your comments don't have to be perfect. This is just basically saying change the 10 to however many coins you want them to receive at the end of the game. And that should work. I'm going to test it off camera at the end of this. But the last thing I'm going to show you how to do, and then your Fall Guys game is finished, is how to add your very own maps. So there are 3 rounds, right? There's the first round, the second round, and then the Fall Mountain, the third round. So for the first round, we have only races, all right? The first round always has to be a race, okay? The second round has to always be an elimination, okay? Not a race, but one of those where you get eliminated, okay? Or it can be a race technically, but they have to get eliminated. There's no qualifying in round 2, okay? So we're going to make a couple kind of like prefabs, all right? So what are prefabs? Prefabs are just like basically, I'm just going to think of them, I just like to think of them, well, okay, let's not get into that. We're just going to make a couple prefabs, all right? So we're just going to copy some scripts that we can use later. So in our server storage, and then one more thing, do not miss the rest of this video, because after I show you how to do this, I need to talk to you guys about this game. Sorry if that's like a weird thing for me to be just randomly saying, but yes, you need to hear what's at the end of this video about the Fall Guys game, okay? So, yeah, that was just my warning. Don't leave early, okay? So, let's go ahead and head into server storage, and where we have round 1 folder, let's open up DoorDash, okay? And in DoorDash, we have this finish back script, and we have this part, and then we have this finish script. So let's copy this finish script, right-clicking and hit copy. And then inside of server storage, let's go ahead and paste into. We can also create a folder inside of server storage, and we're just going to call this script prefabs. This doesn't matter what you call it because we don't need that. And then just drag the script into the script prefabs folder and disable it by hitting disabled true inside of the properties. So this is just something we can copy and paste later on. Now into round 2, we have the knock off, and then we have this green, and then this purple, and then this slime, okay? So the slime has this eliminate script, okay? So what we're going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and copy this script, okay? And where is it? Inside of script prefabs, we can paste it into it, right-clicking. And so the thing here is we are already eliminating them as soon as they get hit. So this is an eliminate, yeah, this is just an eliminate script, okay? So this is an eliminate. Alright, so one more thing to do in your script prefabs and your eliminate script, instead of setting the player character humanoid health to 0, we're just going to say player, caps lock, :load character. And we're going to do it that way because I think it's going to be a lot better. And also, we're going to do the same for both of the ones in the round. So let's go into round 2. And then in our knockoff, where we have the slime as well, we can insert that, go into that script and replace this whole section with that same code. So that should work better than just killing the player. We should load them in, and that should work well. Script, and I'll show you what we're going to do with all these later. Again, disable this script. Don't move these, just copy and paste them into the script prefabs. Then we have this this green, all right, and we don't need this first script. So go into the green, and you'll find all this stuff in here, and just click the 2 scripts that work, and if it looks like this, we don't need this one. This is just making it spin, okay? The other script is what we need, all right? We hit a dude, like a fall guy. We can actually just change this to a fall guy. We hit a dude. That's oddly strange. Okay. I'm sorry. Anyway, So this script is a ragdoll script, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and copy this script as well. And I'm going to paste it also into the script prefabs, all right? And the script, we're going to, again, disable it, and we'll rename this one ragdoll permanent. All right, so make sure you have permanent in the name. It doesn't have to be all uppercase. But what this means is you're going to put it inside of a part, and once they get ragdolled with this script, they're not going to get back up, okay? There is one that will allow them to get back up, okay? The purple has the same scripts in it. All right, and so that's round 2. And lastly, in Fall Mountain, we have all these things. So let's go into one of the spins, and we have this ragdoll brick. And then there's the script right here that says ragdoll. What you're going to do, it again says we hit a dude, right? We can change that. That was just me kind of messing around. But we hit a player, okay? So this is the ragdoll non-permanent. Okay, so let's copy this and paste it into the script prefabs. Again, we're going to disable it, and we're going to rename it ragdoll non-permanent. Oh, permanent. Did I spell it wrong? Okay, so maybe both of you guys, what? Maybe all of you or some of you caught that I misspelled it. It doesn't really matter, but I did misspell it. It's actually Permanant. So we can change that here. Permanent. No, A-N-T. Alright, there we go. So we have all of our script prefabs that we need, and that is working just fine. These are for like a reference. These are a reference for us, okay? So let's go ahead and make our first Fall Guys map that we're going to use, alright? So let's do one for round 1, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and insert a part, and I'm going to go ahead and move it over here. Scale it way up, because this is a race. Remember I told you that? It's a race. So we have this race, right? Maybe not that long. And obviously something that you like pretty much need to do. Also anchor all your parts. This is not really basic. So something you need to do is always have walls around them, so we can duplicate that part and scale it down. Duplicate is Control or Command D. And then we can scale it up so we have these walls so that the player cannot in any way jump over the walls. That's what we want and what we need, because if the player jumps over the walls, we're going to get some bugs. Alright, so let's go ahead and duplicate that and drag it on over here. We can duplicate that again, rotate it, and move it. Obviously, this is just a demonstration. Okay, and then, sorry, let me check one more thing. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay, so let me finish the walls real quick. Okay, and then maybe this is my game, but I want these walls to be invisible. We just don't want them to cover them, so we can hold Shift and click all of these parts that are the walls and make the transparency set to 1, and they're still there. They're just invisible, okay? And now maybe I have this part right here, and let's just rotate it, right? Okay, maybe I have this part, and I want anybody who touches it, and then we can just duplicate this, because they're kind of all scurrying, they're running, trying to get all the way over there. Actually, let's not duplicate them yet. So we have this right here, and I want them to ragdoll once they touch it. So I'm going to call this ragdoll part, and we don't need to name it that. We just need to take this ragdoll non-permanent, copy it, non-permanent, because the permanent will mean that they won't get back up, and we'll paste it into that ragdoll part. So now whenever a character touches this, they will ragdoll. So let's go ahead and duplicate these and move them around. There are a couple things we needed to fix there. When you duplicate all of these, make sure to duplicate the one with the script. Another thing, make sure that the script disabled is false, and then you can get rid of the weight 18, alright? So we don't need that. And actually in your prefabs, with both of the ragdolls, we can get rid of this weight 18 line. That was just for part of the game. But we can get rid of this weight 18. We do not need that in any of them. Alright, so we have this little thing right here. I'm going to delete this wall just so that I can show you it works. Let's hit play. Yeah, the reason that it wasn't working was it wouldn't work because it's disabled, alright? So let's go ahead and try this. So we have these two ragdoll parts, right? And watch this. Oh, I touched it and I get ragdolled and I get back up after a second. So that's how those work. And you can put these ragdoll scripts in any part. Nope. Wow. Apparently this one's still, oh, there it goes. Okay. And we have a little glitch. So yeah, you gotta be careful with these ragdolls. Don't put them super close together or else you're gonna get some errors like this. But it should be fine for the most part, and obviously, yeah, I think it should be fine. Okay. Wait, why did it duplicate in the first place? We only have one of them. Oh, I have two of these. That's why. My bad. We only need one. That was probably interfering. We just needed that one with the script. So, yeah, let's try this again. So that's how you make a ragdoll part. You can put that script into anything that's a part. Not anything, just anything that's a part. And there's that awesome ragdoll. I love this ragdoll effect. It's really cool. Oh. Did you see that? Replay that, recue it, watch it in slow motion. That was awesome. Okay, so that is the ragdoll part. I love this. Okay. All right, so that is the ragdoll. Oh, that one was a hard hit. Oof. Oh wow. All right, so that's the ragdoll. Yes. I'm sorry. I like to play around with it. This is just so fun. Okay. Thank you guys for watching this because it's making me make more of these and I just love these ragdolls. Okay, I will stop now and show you what you are here for. Okay, so the second thing. So this is fine right now, but we need to insert one part at the beginning. Oh, not that. We need to insert a part. Let me undo a couple things. Because I need this invisible wall here. Alright, perfect. Disable true, and alright, so that's fine. Obviously, you can duplicate this part now with the script in it. So insert a part and put it at the beginning of your custom map and drag it up, okay? And let's go ahead and scale it out like that. Alright, and there are a couple properties change. Anchored true, can collide false, can touch, what's that? That's new. Can collide, false, transparency to 1. And we're going to call this spawn part, okay? So this has to be in every single one of your maps. Super important. Alright, I'm going to try and speed run this because this is getting kind of long. So where we have this last, or actually, and then at the end of the race, you're going to insert another part, scale it way out. And this also is going to be invisible. So transparency 1. Anchored, true, and can collide is also going to be false. Oh. And we're going to call this finish back. Okay? And then inside of this finish back, let's take this finish script, copy it, and paste it inside of the finish back, and make sure that disabled is set to true, or not disabled, okay? And then the last thing is, this is optional, but you can take another part right here toward the beginning of your map, and you can scale it out, drag it up, like that, and then change the transparency to 1, anchored to true, and call this invisible. Alright, so this basically will not let them go past this until like a few seconds, alright? And then, so once you have your map finished, that should be everything there. You're going to take everything in the map. I believe I hit everything there. Not the spawn, or not the hub thing. And you can drag it way away from the lobby. Rotate it, whatever you want to do. Alright, here's my custom map. Group it together, Control G or Command G. And we can give this map a name. Alright, so I'm going to call this map Fast Race. Alright, oh, Fast Race. There we go. Also, something very important when you're making your maps, sorry, I'm adding on to this with the map making. So let's open up our round 1, our Fast Race map that we made. And let me hit F to focus on it. Alright, so in here, make sure that our spawn part isn't actually that big. Let's move it a little bit, not get in the way of the invisible wall, right? We want it to be fine, and then make sure that the walls around it are right around it and not like this where it's kind of, there's a gap in between the invisible wall there and the floor. So make sure you do that in the map. Also, when you're making your maps, make sure to not accidentally grab the lobby or the spawn point. I accidentally did that, and then you'll get some errors there. And all we have to do is scroll down and put this fast race inside of the round 1 folder. And when we set up our script, we automatically had it we automatically had it do the, what am I trying to say? We automatically had it randomly pick a map, okay? So that works fine. Now let's go ahead and go into our script in server script service. One more thing is in the local script, in the announcements GUI and the text label, this should say announcements, not announcement, okay? Alright, and then inside of our round handling, where we have our Inviswall, which is somewhere, let's see here. Where's the Inviswall? Alright, so he successfully moved the players right here. If game.workspace.map, so this waits a few seconds, right? So, we can just, if you want, you can set the announcement to count down, like 3, 2, 1. All you'd have to say is like announcements dot value equals 3, 2, 1, and get rid of this wait 3 right here and do that. But I'm not going to do that. I don't think it's necessary. And then, yeah, so now let's make our custom map for the round 2. So for the round 2, it's always going to be elimination, all right? Always. So all we have to do, because this is going to take a while if we do something longer, but this map might actually be a cool one for you guys to actually do. You can create a part, all right, and you can scale this up. All right, so this is going to be the slime, all right? This is the slime that eliminates the players, so we can change that to pink, and we can name it slime. Okay, that's not slime. Slime. All right, so we can then create this new part above it toward the middle, and we can scale it up. Okay. And this part is like going to be the platform, and you don't want it to be big enough that they can jump off and die, because that will again cause some errors. So I'm going to make this blue, and we have a couple more things that we should do. So here down in the size property, we have an X, Y, and Z. So what we're going to do here is, once you've scaled this up and brought it up, we can insert a script into this. I'm actually going to script this with you guys, and we can just say we're just going to say script.parent. So, sorry. First, I want to check to see which round it's in. And we can just say script.parent. Okay, so let's already put this into a model. Alright, and then let's just go ahead and have this all be in a model, so group it together. And we can call this slime block fall. Okay, and inside of the script that's inside of the block right here, the platform, we can say if script.parent equals game.workspace, then, so we're just checking to see if the slime block fall is inside of the workspace, because then we know it's the round starting. We can just say wait 3, and then also we're going to put this inside of a while wait 0.1 do, and then have another end here. So every 0.1 second it's checking to see if it's inside of the workspace, meaning it's an actual round. And we can say script.parent, which is the platform, .size .x equals script.parent.size.x minus 1, and then we're going to copy this line, paste it, and just change that x to be y, and y, Obviously, there's an easier way to do this, I bet, with like vector 3, but I'm not going to do that right now. And then we can just say if script.parent.size equals, well, no, we don't even need to check. So this is just going to keep getting smaller and smaller, so we can have a weight 1. And this is just going to keep getting smaller and smaller until it's so small that none of the players can stand on it. So we can run. Oh, whoops, I forgot to anchor them. That's important. So anchor this. Also, we need another spawn, spawn. So we can create a new part, again, and set the transparency to 1. Anchored and can collide false. And this also has to be named, what is it, spawn part, I believe? Spawn part, yep. So rename it to spawn part. Spawn part, perfect. And then we have our prefab for the slime, which is the eliminate script. So we can copy that and paste it into the slime, and then hit disabled as false, so it's enabled, and that should work. Okay, perfect. And this is our custom map, and I believe that is literally all we need. So I'm going to once again drag this way out here. Okay, so we have a little editing to do. Let's just say script.parent.size equals script.parent.size minus vector3.new 1, 1, 1. So I am doing vector 3 after all. In our little like slime block fall, I'm actually going to change this weight 1 to weight 3 because I want them to have more time, and it also starts shrinking as soon as it's spawned in, and it does take a minute to get all the players in, so we don't want it to already be fully shrunk before all the players get in. So that's why I'm doing that, and that should be it for that. One more thing, super, super, super important in any of the maps that you make. When you create your spawn part, they always have to have a spawn part, alright? And it's going to be right above where you want them to spawn, okay? So you're going to drag it right over where you want them to spawn. For this map, I want them to spawn right above the platform because it's going to start shrinking very soon. And so that's looking fine. But the thing that you need to make sure is that you put that spawn part in the model with the map, okay? I forgot to do that, so I'm editing this right now. Do that for every single map. There has to be a spawn part inside of the model that has the map, okay? So let's go ahead and run this now. And hopefully now we should start to see some resizing happening. Yep, as you can see, it's slowly resizing. So watch this. Yep. Slowly resizing, and it is very slow. So something we can do is we can edit that script by coming into the script, and right here where it says weight 3, we can just put. So one more thing I want to fix quickly, the shrinking, because I want the shrinking to happen a little faster, alright? So inside of the platform, when we have this script right here, where this wow it won't do, so let's drop a few lines, grab this all in tab so we can indent it, and then I'm just going to say script.parent.get property, get property changed signal parent connect function. Alright, that's fine, and then end, and we can get rid of this weight 3, okay, and we can just put a weight 1 right here, alright? And then, so one more thing, if we're doing it this way, one more thing we're going to do is, right before the wow weight point 1 do, we're just going to say weight 15. Alright, so it's going to wait 15 seconds, because that's just going to be just enough time for the players to move over to the map and start the game, okay? Actually, we can even set this to weight 18, and that would make it even. This platform will start to shrink every second, getting smaller, 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 till eventually people are going to have to be eliminated, alright? They really won't have a choice. And it's whoever's, the most skilled will win, okay? So let's just go ahead and check this and just make sure that it works. Scaling it down and down and down and down until it is fully nothing. Because it's just So small. Alright. So we have our little platform here, shrinking way down, and it will slowly go to just be like a speck. And that's as far as it's going to go, okay? So, at that point, I don't really see how all the players could stand on that. So, that is that map, okay? And as long as you have the prefabs, it'll work just fine. So we can take this slime block fall, scroll on down, and so we can put it inside of server storage in round 2, okay? And then round 3 has to stay the same. It always is going to be Fall Mountain, okay? Always. Just have it be Fall Mountain, alright? And that is it. That is how you create your very own maps. So remember, round 1, both rounds have to have a spawn part, okay? That's where the players spawn. Step 2, for round 1, it's optional. You can have an invisible wall. And you need a finish back, alright? You need a finish part with the script inside of it. Alright, that prefab that we created. And then for round 2, obviously you can put the ragdoll scripts inside of different parts to make the characters ragdoll. For round 2, you have to have an eliminated with, like, it doesn't have to be slime necessarily, but you have to have an eliminated so you have to have an eliminated, alright? You just have to have elimination, and that way you will just put that eliminate script inside of the slime. And then also, you can also do ragdolling stuff there. Another thing you can do is put like this part right here at the bottom of the, like under this map, so that, or just make walls around this, okay? That way the players can't jump off, because that could get some errors as well. Alright, here's the moment of truth, guys. This is your official warning, okay? So this game, obviously, this was so much fun making, but if you want to actually publish this game, like this is going to be your game that you want to put up, you should really change this, alright? This is my official warning. It is not my fault if you get copyright strike. That is what I'm aiming at, alright? It's no longer my fault if you get copyright, okay? Because Fall Guys doesn't always allow these Roblox games to stay. So if you're gonna actually publish these, change the skins. I know it's annoying, but just change the skins. So you can change those skins, change just the name of the game and the names of the maps and stuff like that. The idea can still be the same, and you can still have a winner with crowns and coins. Maybe even change the crowns to something else, to like wins, alright? The qualified can stay, that's fine. And also change the names of the maps. If you have like this GUI that shows up every map and says maps selected, blah blah blah. So that's my official warning. If you're going to publish it, I would strongly suggest you do that. If you don't do that, it is no longer my fault if you get copyright strike, alright? That is just my official warning. That's what I wanted to talk to you about and wanted you to stay for. But other than that, that is pretty much it to the Fall Guys series. It is done. We have finished it. If you want to add more things, feel free. You can add your own maps now. You can add your own skins to the shop, and you can do all that you want. Yeah, so hope you enjoyed this series. It was a lot of fun making. So again, if this was just for fun, if you were just making this series for fun, I don't think you have to change everything. But if you're actually going to publish it to Roblox and you want this to stay up on Roblox for people to play, I would suggest changing these, alright? So I hope you enjoyed this series, and yeah, so make sure to subscribe if you did enjoy it, so you can show your support in that way, and hit the like button and click that notification bell so you're updated whenever I come out with a new video. Next week I'm planning to have part 3 to our Royale High series, and then the week after that is part 4. So we have that series finishing up at that point, and then we'll be starting some just new tutorials. I probably won't be doing more series, for a little while at least after that. I'm planning to just do some like individual tutorials. I have a fun one that I'm planning on doing. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed it, and stay tuned on the channel. Thank you for watching.